What's the one knife every commercial kitchen has in its arsenal? Dexter Knife Review coming up next. Dexter Knives. Dexter Knives. Dexter Russell? Dexter Knives. If you don't know about these knives, don't feel too bad. Most people don't know about them. Dexter Knives are mainstays in commercial kitchens and commercial fishing boats and every other thing that could possibly be commercial. Most people don't have them in their residences. They don't think they're quality enough to have them. However, I'll change your mind. I've got three types of knives with me right now. I've got a butcher's knife, chef's knife, and serrated bread knife. All have the NSF handle on them for the commercial kitchen use, obviously. Would I use them in my home? Yeah, I use them all the time. I love them, actually. I think they're great knives. Now, I do sharpen them a couple different ways. Commercial kitchens, I actually make them pull the edge back quite a bit and really make them as sharp as possible. They get their knives done, once every week or every couple weeks. But I normally put probably a 17-degree angle on them. Residences were probably at a 20-degree angle, and they last a little bit longer in somebody's home. Now, let's see. If I was going to recommend a Dexter knife, I would probably recommend this chef's knife right here. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's a 9-inch knife. It is a phenomenally good knife to have around. Now, you're certainly not going to show off with a Dexter knife to your friends, and it is kind of the workhorse of your kitchen and every other kitchen on earth. So that's what you kind of want to use it for. But throw it in the dishwasher, throw it in a drawer, you're kind of good to go no matter what you do with it. The bread knives themselves are kind of famous. I mean, everybody loves their bread knives, and most sub shops and things like that have their bread knives floating around. If you've never heard of Dexter, you should really look them up. They have a whole line of knives. Dexter Russell, I believe, is the name. They have a whole line of knives. They also license out their knives to other companies as well. And check that out, because some of those knives are actually pretty decent knives. Their connoisseur line, I believe it is their highest end line. And those are pretty good knives. I mean, they're kind of the same steel, maybe a little bit tempered, a little bit better. Rockwell, we're looking at probably 56 to 58 in that range. So they're not crazy hard knives, but like I said, they're workhorse knies. I mean, these are the knives you pull out to do all your line cook stuff. I do sharpen them a little bit differently, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. On both the butcher's knife and the chef's knife, I'll sharpen them both, and I'll do one that I would do for a commercial kitchen and one that I would do for a residential home. So with that being said, should you buy a Dexter knife? Yeah, you absolutely should. I mean, all the stuff that you don't want to do with your good shuns or Miyabi's or whatever Japanese knives you seem to have, you definitely want to do with a Dexter knife. Like I said, I have 3 of them in my kitchen. I use them all the time. I mean, actually, they're kind of my go-to knife. Yeah, they're kind of cheap too. Now, when I look for them, they have a USA, a China, and a Japan, all made in different areas. So made in USA, made in Japan, and made in China. Stay away from the China ones altogether. Their steel quality just isn't there yet. Japan's the one that I normally look for, and they're normally a little bit more expensive than the American one. But both of them are kind of right there equal. So go out, check them out. There's nothing wrong with them at all. I know they kind of have a stigma because they're line cook knives, but check them out. They're really decent knives, and they're good knives to have around the kitchen. Throw around knives that you're not going to really worry about too much, but they're still great knives to have and chop away with them.